Hello and welcome to the Empowered Empaths and Sensitive Souls channel. I'm Katherine and I'd like to talk to you about strengthening the aura today. So this is another tip for empowered empaths and sensitive souls. So the aura is the energy. When I speak about the aura, speak about the energy bodies next to the physical body. There's layers of aura. There's layers of the aura. There's the etheric body closest to just next to the physical body. It's that vital body next to the physical body. There's the emotional, mental, astral, the celestial body, the etheric template body, the catheric template body, which is the outer layer of the aura that is like the outer protective shield of the aura. I think I got them all there, the main ones. So as sensitive people, as intuitive empaths, we tend to feel more sense however we do it. For me, I'm very clairsentient, so I feel everything. I feel everything. I can feel things in my aura very strongly. And I know other intuitive empaths and sensitive people also sense things in their own way in the aura, however they do. It's different for everyone. For me, so we feel through our aura, we're feeling energies from the environment and from other people. And that's part of our gifts. That's part of how we sense things. So if we're doing healing with people, we can actually work in other people's aura. We can sense things through our own energy bodies, what's going on with other people, what's the energy in a particular place. So our gifts are useful. And at the same time, we want to keep our energy, our aura strong without, we want to keep it strong without holes and tears in it, ideally, and just really strong and protective. It is our aura is naturally protective. And yet for many people, it's not working optimally because there's a lot of stuff accumulated in the aura. So if there's negative energies, energy blockages in the aura could be created by emotions or energies that you've picked up, by energy attachments. It's going to reduce the effectiveness of the natural protection of the aura. So what I want to talk about today, also if there's obviously tears and holes, which can be from things like very strong directed negative thoughts or psychic attacks or even strong emotional experiences can create holes and tears in the aura, relationship breakups, leaving the country, even someone dying. Strong experiences can actually create, where the strong emotions can even create tears in aura. So we want to strengthen the aura. Why? Because then your protective shields are working optimally. Also, when the aura is not strong, when the whole aura is not strong and intact, people tend to feel tired and depleted, and sensitive and empathic people can notice this even more. So what happens when there's tears and holes is there's leakages of energy. There's leakages of your vital energy out through the aura. So not only is it not protecting, but it's not circulating the energy properly. It's not holding your energy properly, allowing it to circulate and nourish the physical body. So things just, that whole energy system's just not working optimally. So there's some things that you can do to strengthen the aura. And this can make a huge difference, absolutely huge difference. You know, from my own experience, there's been times in my life when, for different reasons, I've been dealing with a higher level of negative energies from the environment, or because things are stirred up for me. For some reason, I'm dealing with a lot of things internally or externally that are creating or attracting more high levels of negative or dark energy. So at those times, sometimes I've really struggled with feeling so tired and depleted. You know, for example, if we're experiencing a lot of fear, that can really attract negative attachments and things like that. And then that all of the negative entity attachments drain from our energy field, and our energy field's not strong and intact in that case too. It's like the fear is both, it's accumulating stagnant energy, weakening the, you know, whole energy circulation, and it's also, you know, attracting negative energies to attach to that, a bit like if you know, a stream becomes blocked off, the energy's just not flowing properly, the water's not flowing properly, right? So the water's not flowing, so the energy's not flowing because there's blockages. So there's things we can do. Of course, there's deeper problems which we're not going to address in this video that are causing energy blockages and, you know, deeper problems, but we can do things to strengthen the aura. No matter what is the cause or what's going on, strengthening your aura is really going to help your spiritual immune system to deal with whatever's going on. So there's a few ways to strengthen the aura that are effective. One, spending time in the sun up to an hour after sunrise, an hour before sunset. The sun's rays are different at these times. They are a different, finer vibration. They're a different solar vibration that is very positive, healing, rejuvenating, strengthening to the aura. So that's beneficial. So that's why it's also a good time to meditate at that time, or do any prayer practice at that time, even do yoga at that time, especially outside. Obviously, if you want to get the sun's rays, you want to be outside. You know, even going and watching the sunset, watching the sunrise, being out at those times is going to really help to strengthen the aura. And do you notice that when you watch the sunrise or sunset, it's very uplifting? It's emotionally uplifting as well. So that's a great thing to do, to just strengthen the aura. Spend that time, you know, sometime then when the sun's rays are beneficial and they don't have the destructive qualities that are there if you go out in the middle of the day. So secondly, spending time in nature. So nature is a great harmonizer and healer. So if you can spend time out in nature, that helps to just fill your aura up with all those positive energies from nature, replenishing your energy field, strengthening it, healing. It's very beneficial. So, you know, both of those things, you know, they're available to everyone. It's just going outside in the early morning or just before sunset, or spending time out in nature, just somewhere in the natural environment. Also, you know, it's often uplifting emotionally, it's relaxing and de-stressing, and it just strengthens the aura. So these are a couple of general things you can do to strengthen the aura. The other thing that I want to recommend is a prayer and mantra practice. Now, when I was going through a really challenging period, which I've been through more than once, I do healing, really spiritual, essentially spiritual healing work and Akashic record reading work. And to do that, I like my energy to be really clear and strong. And there's times when that's been really challenging. And there's times that I've just felt so tired and depleted as a sensitive person that I really sought out, researched the most effective ways to the most effective spiritual practices that I could do every day that would really strengthen my energy field, so as, you know, no matter what negative energies were in the environment. For example, at one point, I was living in a house with one wall adjacent to another property where the energy was very low, very heavy and dark for whatever reason. I actually woke up one day in physical pain and could barely get out of bed because my body was struggling to process the energy. I realized that's what it was. And so I was tired. I could barely work. And so I found the mantra and prayer practice was actually the thing that worked for me. You know, I was willing to do whatever it took at that point. I used to spend 3 hours a day doing the mantra and prayer practice so as I could work, so as I could feel reasonable. I still do mantra and prayer practice for around 2 hours a day. I understand not everyone wants to spend that much time doing the mantra practice and prayer practice. And that's not necessarily necessary for everyone. I find it necessary for my work and for my sensitivity to do that much prayer practice and mantra practice. But I'm going to share with you 3 of the main mantras and prayers that I use to strengthen the energy field. There are others that I do, but I don't want to, you know, overwhelm you with information. So the first one is very well known. It's the in the yoga circles, the Gayatri mantra. This is a very it's probably one of the most well-known prayers in mantras in Sanskrit. So the mantras and prayers that I use are in the ancient languages, not in English. The ancient languages like Hebrew, Aramaic, like Sanskrit, they're more pure than English. The sound, the sacred sound that has that healing and strengthening qualities is there to a much stronger degree in the ancient languages. People do work with English and that might work for them. For me, I like the ancient languages and find that really effective. So the Gayatri mantra, it is a mantra that's said to have many, many benefits. It's great to do first thing in the morning, at sunrise, or even a bit, you know, later. Not everyone gets up at sunrise. I'm not really a early morning person myself at this time. So the Gayatri mantra really helps with enlightenment and helps us to connect with the light and wisdom. It really nourishes our inner light and connects us with universal wisdom, and it also really strengthens the aura. I found it really one of the most effective prayers and mantras for strengthening the aura. It strengthens a number of the layers of the aura. What I found is that these mantras and prayers are like a spiritual technology that has particular benefits. And so the Gayatri mantra, there's a lovely version by David Premal And there's plenty of other versions on YouTube, so you can find the one that you like. So the Gayatri mantra is, I'll just say it, go through it once. Usually say it 108 times. That's traditional to say it 108 times. It helps to have a mala, something to count with, but you can always count on your hands as well. Om Bhua Bhuvasvaha Tat Savitur Varenyam Bhago Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yona Prachodayat. So that's the Gayatri mantra. It's often chanted or sung. It's a really beautiful one. I find it it's like a uplifting, bright energy. You just feel connected with the light and positive, and it strengthens the aura. The second prayer that I find really powerful, again, working at a lot of the layers of the aura, even, assisting to clear very dark, heavy energies, is the Anabakoic prayer. This is in Hebrew Aramaic. It has many, like the Gayatri mantra, has many, many benefits. So just let me get that up. Actually, I could have done a screen share with the mantras too. So that would be easier, then I can actually say them while I read it. The Anabakoic prayer is quite long. It is recommended to say 33 times. So that's what I do. Just finding the prayer here, because I think it's nice if you can hear it. There are some really lovely versions online. Can be spoken or sung. If I can find it. All my documents here. Mantras and prayers document. Here it is. Okay, that's one of the other ones that I say. We're going to say the Kadosh 1, 2. It's another prayer. So these are the prayers that I say in the morning. Okay, so the Anabakoic prayer. Anabakoic Yidula Timinka Tatia Zura Kaberinat Lamchasagvenu Taharanu Nora Nagibor Doshe Rukdek Kavat Shamrem Bashim Taharem Rakame Zikatek Tamid Kamnen Chasin Kadosh Barov Tuvka Nehel Aratek Ishidge Lamcha Pane Zokre Kudushatek Shavatanu Kabelushma Zakatanu Yode Talamont Baruch Shem Kavod Makuto Lolom Voed. So that's the Anabakoic prayer. It's actually good to hear it and see it. So I don't even know if I have the Gayatri mantra. Oh, there it is. Okay. So there's the Gayatri mantra. Om Bhua Bhuvasvaha Tat Savitur Varenyam Bhago Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yona Prachodayat. Nice. And then I was going to recommend the Kadosh mantra. This one here, Kadosh, 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 Adonai Zebaoth. So the Kadosh mantra means holy, 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 Lord God of hosts, and it creates a very strong protective field around you. So again, it really helps to strengthen the aura, and it's creating a strong protective field. So the way that you say that mantra is Kadosh, 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 Adonai Zebaoth. Kadosh, 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 Adonai Zebaoth. So even if you just did one of those prayers or mantras in the morning, I believe it makes a huge difference. I teach the Akashic Records, and I also often recommend to my clients to say the Kadosh mantra. It's a simple one. Many people have found a huge benefit from doing that for around 5 minutes, you know, three to 5 minutes, just sitting, not just saying it routinely, but really feeling it and saying it, really just taking that quiet time. These are sacred prayers and mantras. So really, I recommend coming into the heart space and really just connecting with the divine. And from that space, saying the Kadosh mantra or any of the other prayers or mantras, really just coming into that space in the heart and really feeling that connection and saying the prayer mantra really helps to strengthen the aura and all the layers of the aura. Good. So I hope that was helpful to you. These tools have made a huge difference to me, especially the prayers and mantras. I'm very much a fan of prayers and mantras, and I use them all the time in my work and in my personal practice. So thank you so much for staying to the end of the video. And please do ask any questions if you'd like anything clarified, or make any suggestions about things that you'd like me to talk about in another video. Thank you so much. If you enjoyed this video, please like it. Thank you.